So this is the Anker Solix F2000 power station, and I've got it set up here. I wanted to give you an idea of the size of it. This is a really good unit. It has the GaN technology, which means that when it's running at full capacity, when you have a lot of stuff plugged into it, or when you're charging it at its full capacity, it doesn't get as loud as other power stations. It's just more efficient. The fans don't run as loud and stuff like that. But I also have the 400 watt solar panel, and I just temporarily have it set out here on this balcony. Kind of see it up here. Just for size, you can kind of see the size of it. It's fairly big. When it's standing up vertically, it's almost waist height, I would say. And as you can see, I don't have full sun here, okay? The railing is blocking the sun. It's not fully in the sun. So let's see how much solar charge I'm getting out of this right now. So right now I'm only getting 10 watts. And that's to be expected because it's not fully in the sun. And you know, it is blocked quite a bit. Now when the sun comes out further, it can cover the whole panel, but it is still blocked by the railing. But I think it would get a lot more input when all the panels are in the sun, even with the railing. I mean, it's not going to get the full 400 watts with the railing. That's only when you're completely out in the sun with no shade. But I think I could probably get, at least in this configuration, when it's fully in the sun, probably like 200 watts, maybe even more. When the sun comes out more. It just depends. But this is not the ideal setup for this because it is so shaded. Okay, it's later in the day now, and I'm getting about 122 watts. I've seen it go up to like 130, and this is what the angle of the sun looks like now. So it's probably more optimal for this solar panel. But as you can see, it is still shaded by the railing. So, you know, I would estimate probably a quarter of the panel is, you know, in the shade if you look at the railing. So, you know, that's not too bad. You know, I was probably hoping to get more like 200 out of this in this kind of a position with the railing, you know, the shade. But I'm not complaining. That's not too bad, considering how much it is shaded. It's not in the full sun. And solar panels do perform better when they're completely in the sun with no shade, because, you know, it's sometimes certain circuits that are built into the solar panel will actually not be functioning when certain portions of the panel are in the shade. The other thing is, it's not a full sunny day. There is some bit of clouds in the sky, as you can see up there. So the sun may not be quite as intense as it would be, you know, on a full sunny day, but see, now it's up to 127. So, you know, depending on the angle of the sun throughout the day, it may improve, but it's certainly better from this morning. You know, when I first was recording this morning, it was early in the morning at about, and now it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So it just depends. You know, this patio here gets a lot of afternoon sun, afternoon and late afternoon sun. So that's where we are now. I wanted to give you an idea of the size of these things. One of the things I really like about this unit, it has the pull-out thing here, so you can kind of move it, you know, like that, and it has the wheels. So it is pretty heavy, but, you know, I think it weighs something like 67 pounds. However, with the wheels and the handle, you can wheel it around and you don't ever really have to lift it, which is really nice. So this is not a full review, just a sort of form factor look, but I'm really happy with it so far. This has 2,048 watt hours of battery. You know, I got this mainly to use not only in power outages situations, but also when my electricity rate is expensive, which in my area is from 4 to 9. That's the peak times, and I'm on that plan where they charge you a lot more per kilowatt during, you know, 4 to 9 p.m. Then sometimes I'll use this to power up stuff to sort of offset the high rates. And then also I tend to try to charge it with the solar panels. So that's almost like free energy. And I don't care that it's slow out here. I can just leave it there all day. It's not hurting anything. The solar panel is, you know, waterproof and all that. So even if it rains, it can stay out there. And I just leave it on and let it charge up. And that's free power from the sun. Anyway, thanks for watching my video.